Somizi, hit me up, man. Somizi is so beautiful, man. I'm telling you.
It
doesn't matter, Somizi. I'll be your next Mohala. Do whatever you want to do with me.
For 20 million, would you fuck Somizi?
I'm getting inside Somizi for 20 million. I'm not going to lie. 20 M's. 20 M's Somizi. Let's get it on. I'm not playing.
Nkululeko on Cultr.
Nomzana uXhosa kutheni lento soloku ucula ngempondo?
Nah, understand impondo. Nje.
You have an unhealthy preoccupation with bums. Why do you always rap about bums of all things? Like there's poverty in the world, children are dying of HIV.
Honestly, bums are beautiful.
There's coronavirus.
Bums very beautiful. Corona is depressing. Bums are beautiful. Bums are not depressing. So I'd rather rap about bums.
In the Middle East, kids are being bombed. There's a problem of but food insecurity. Yes, people are very smart. But poverty in a Malaysia, but food insecurity. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
It takes away the shock of the word poverty. They call it food insecurity.
They smart. They smart. You're so food insecure.
Yeah. You're not retarded. You are mentally unstable. It takes away the shock.
Mentally unstable.
It's better to say meaning that you have a mental illness than to say uyaxexa. You will know this language because you come from Cape Town.
Yeah, I know how.
Welcome, man. Thank you very much for joining us. You good?
I'm good, bro. How's it?
I'm good, thank you, man. We have a very similar journey because we come from Cape Town to come in Xhosa in Joburg.
Joburg, yeah.
Yeah. How are you finding Joburg bitches? You love ass.
I actually let me just make this thing clear, because there might be someone that is watching. I don't love bitches. I just rap about ass. Yeah. Joburg girls, the same thing everywhere.
No, I don't agree with you.
It's the same thing, but Joburg girls are more, okay, let me just say this. Joburg girls are more open to stuff. They are wild here.
There you go.
Wilder than Yabo.
There you go. I would not agree with you because the first threesome I had was here, and the first woman was not a prostitute who asks money up front was here. Like normal girls here would want money up front and they would say that they're not prostitutes.
Yo.
Nowhere else in the country you'll find that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's aggressive.
Nothing wrong at all.
It's aggressive. Like you know up front that if you don't give her money, you might get arrested. There might be rape afterwards, like after the fact, even though the sex was consensual.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen a lot of things in Xhosa, especially with girls. Joburg girls are different. Sorry for saying they're the same. They are different. They are not scared of anything. I've seen girls, like people that I look at on, like when I look at Instagram, and then I see, hey, this person is beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I go to a strip club, I meet her there stripping. In my mind, I never thought she's a stripper. I'm thinking, maybe this is a business woman doing. At least maybe stripping is also another business. I don't judge, but Joburg girls, they get it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you commit to one? I've had this thought to myself, like, shit, if push came to shove, I would. The answer is still no at this moment. I've thought about it. Would you ever even think of getting married to a woman from this province? My answer is always no. Maybe I will be changed. My mind will change somewhere down the line.
Like when it comes to commitment to a woman, I don't think I would ever commit to a woman in Joburg. I'm going to Eastern Cape as Lamayne to grab myself one. If she's here, she's been exposed to a lot of things.
Okay, enough with the stereotyping.
Of course.
I do that so that we can be full of shit. Sometimes when you do content, there must be a point where you are full of shit, and then you get to the serious stuff as well. But how did you find navigating the city though when you first came here? Because I remember you had written at some point. I follow you on social media, and you had written at some point that it was very difficult to a point where you had to live with relatives and sometimes almost sleep outside because you were still hustling. And even the videos that you were shooting from the jump were not professional videos. Some of them were shot from the phone. Nota. Amanda. And you get, it's incredible. Like you get tens of thousands of people following you. You become their celebrity from shit that you're shooting from the phone, maybe on an empty stomach, and you become a household name.
Bro, like when we first came, I've shared this story once. Like when I came to Joburg, it was my first time on a flight in 2021. That was the first time I got on a flight, 2021. And that flight was 600 rands. It was Cultr Airways. You know, I remember every detail. You know, when you come in a flight, you're thinking like, man, it's gonna be, you know. When we got here, my friend paid for the flight, actually. When we got here, I was staying in some other place which is far from the city, and we had to hustle in the city, you understand? So we couldn't stay there in that place. So we moved to the city. And when we got to the city, we really got no place to stay at. But then there's a friend who was staying at this other building. He gave us access. So we'd pretend that you are going to see the friend, but we're actually staying at the rooftop. So when I was releasing videos on TikTok, getting a lot of views and everything, we were really sleeping outside. You understand? And then it was the last day of sleeping outside. That's when I shot that video that went controversial. Like, in that building, the rooftop of that building, that's where I was living.
Late in
Ninyila.
Oh my word,
I shot
man.
that there and we're living outside.
Were you purposefully trying to do that? What you eventually did, like diss everyone in SA? I don't want to get into the video for now, but I'm just trying to interrogate that moment. That did you know that that's what you were doing? Did you have any idea that was gonna blow up like that, or you were just fucking around?
No. Everything, like, you know, everything that I do, I think about it very carefully.
Sure.
Most of the things that I do. So what I was doing is, like, I told myself, because we had been in Xhosa now for a month, you understand, up until that point of the video. So what I would do is just, I was pushing. I had 10,000 followers on TikTok, you know. So what I was doing those videos on a cell phone, upload them on TikTok. I have not dropped any music yet, you understand? So what I told myself is like, okay, let me just give myself a couple of weeks, you understand? Maybe 5 or 4 weeks. If it doesn't work like that, I'm going back home to Cape Town. What I'm gonna do in this 5 weeks, I'm gonna drop every week something. If it doesn't pop, you understand, I have to go and rethink my hustle back in Cape Town, you understand? So what I did, I dropped the beatbox remix on the first week, which is I was dropping on YouTube, and I had like 1,000 subscribers. And then just on the second week, you understand, that's when I did the diss thing. And my thoughts of doing that, when we were shooting that, I told the guy who was shooting me that, bro, if this does not go viral, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I had that thing in me that it was gonna go viral, but I didn't think it was gonna put me at this position that I'm at.
Absolutely.
Because I had you see those videos that I used to shoot, they used to go in the internet, go viral and all that stuff. But
some of that shit was funny though.
So people didn't know it was me.
You were half naked. With your six pack. Some of that shit was funny, bro. So but it does look like it was planned though. Like at least the worst thing you can do, bro, when you're looking for opportunity is not be meticulous in what the fuck you're doing. At least have 2 microphones, or at least have a camera that has lights on. That video, what vividly sticks out in my mind, is that you had pictures of these niggas that you're dissing. You made an effort. You know, I think there were circles on, as you mentioned, A-Reece, you would see a picture of him, as you mentioned this one. So that was meticulous enough, and actually the video was well shot. Like, you would not say that there's a bunch of niggas who are struggling. It's like not shot from a Nokia or whatever the fuck. Like, you could see there is a bit of effort there, and I think that was beautiful. But would you genuinely say that 100,000, 500,000, I think millions of people have seen that with like the stuff that gets shared on Twitter that you cannot account for? Because I think on YouTube it's on like 700,000 or 800,000.
850 something.
Yeah, but what you're not accounting for are the other views from other platforms with people sharing all the time. It's millions, right? But did you have like any estimation, like maybe it's gonna get the same 10,000, maybe it's gonna get the same 20,000 from the previous videos?
Honestly speaking, what I thought is I was just gonna, because at that time I was just getting about my 10,000, 20,000 views on TikTok.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna get 20,000 views on TikTok, get posted by Inlu or whoever is running this big Instagram, and then that's it. You understand? I didn't estimate that it was gonna go that big the way it went. You understand?
That was beautiful, bro. It's a blessing and the curse though, because we have to talk about it, because it's been 2 years now from that video. 2020, right?
It's not 2020. It's been a year.
It's been a year. Okay. So it's a blessing and a curse. A blessing in that it opened doors for you, and crazy things happened as a result of that. You started gigging.
Yeah.
People started knowing who you are.
Yeah.
The curse is the separation between SOS, no big Xhosa, and even yourself. Sesetu, and that's the difficulty in that. Who are you at different points? You've just released a song now, Fvck, and I'm like, yo, I enjoyed it, and it's a beautiful song, but then you need to always live up to how that initial song blew up. Fvck, I think, is in the tens of thousands. Maybe it's on 30,000 or 50,000.
It's actually above just 70.
There you go, which is decent numbers in my world. 70,000 is always a very good number. But then you had to live up to that 700,000 or 800,000 that the first song did.
I have a lot of other videos. The other one is on 500,000, other on 300,000, a lot of 300,000. What was your question?
The challenges between you blew up on the first video, and you blew up as a character, Big Xhosa. Releasing subsequent music, the expectation is that you are always going to be Big Xhosa, and you are always going to live up to close to 1 million views every time you release.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a blessing and the curse.
I used to think like that, like I need to, like, I need to, I would get hurt if I get like 100,000 views in 3 days. Back in the day, like it would hurt me so much.
That's trash,
because I'm used to doing 100,000 in a day. You understand? And now, like I've gotten to a point where I don't release so much, so there isn't too much noise on my name. You understand? So I've gotten to a point where I'm like, nah, let me just enjoy the process. Let me not pressure myself with anything, with views or anything. Because it used to fuck me up, like just thinking, damn, 100,000 in 3 days. I used to do this in 22 hours. You understand? So now I'm like, let me enjoy the process. So now there used to be a lot of pressure. Now there's no pressure now. Like I'm chilled. I'm chilled. As long as I know what I'm building and I know where it's going, you understand? So there's no pressure to live up to anything. I just have to release music.
What did Big Xhosa do for you? You were on the verge of poverty, going back to Cape Town. What happened then as a result of Ninyila?
Immediately after I dropped that, everything changed, because a week after that I started getting gigs, and bro, I started having a place to stay. I could, I started seeing hotels, man. You understand? Traveling and the flights and everything. Like a lot of stuff changed, bro. I could take care of certain people. I could take care of myself. You understand? For the result of that moment.
Did you feel the need to get a manager at the time, or what? Were you doing it alone? People were directly calling you for that?
They were directly calling me. I was actually doing everything alone. Because the other thing is, like, it's difficult for me to just put my trust on anyone, you understand? Even though I know some people might have their best interest at heart for me or my work, but it's very difficult to trust. So I'm so used to doing everything alone. I'm so used to being alone that even now, I still don't have anyone managing me.
But how did you know what is the industry? Because I want to get to the money part of the gigging. How did you know what was the industry? What were you charging? How did you know that you were being shortchanged when you were being booked for a gig and getting paid 5,000 on the same ticket where someone else was getting 50?
Bruh, what I look at it is like, damn, man, I just had nothing, bro. I was sleeping outside. So that 5,000, if I'm going to get 5,000 to perform for like 20, 30 minutes, let's go. You understand? That's what I was looking at on my side. But as time goes by, with experience, you see, okay, man, the rates have to go up. You understand? So what would happen is now, okay, they come with a certain price. That price they normally used to when I first popped up. You understand? And I was like, nah, I cannot take this one. I need this price, and you understand. So navigating through all that, it came with experience as it, as you progress, getting
Yeah.
these gigs and all that stuff, but it's I'm not gonna lie, like doing everything yourself is it's crazy. It's not an easy job. It's very, very crazy. And right now I wish I can have a manager.
Yeah. I think that's an interesting one because you do need someone who understands the industry better.
Yeah, for sure.
Although you're gonna break bread with them,
Yeah.
that for every 10,000 you make, maybe they take 2 or maybe they take 3.
Yeah.
That's 20-30%.
Yeah.
What's the most money you've ever made gigging around that time last year
Around that time last year, the most
when the song was popping?
Okay, wait. No, I'm not scared to answer that question.
Wait. I need to give you some. I need to give you something, but I'm not gonna give you everything for the benefit of the audience as well.
Yeah.
So I'm in this phone call on Tuesday. It's a long phone call. It's a 3-hour phone call.
Yeah.
We're talking and chopping it up. My nigga tells me that his nigga made 3 million in a weekend because they had a popping song. Blah 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 blah. No names mentioned. So that comes from that. That he was making 3 million. So we spoke about it. It was at 1 a.m. actually.
Yeah.
A long phone call, right? I was like, yo, break it down then. How much would you make here? They say 150 in the city, another 200,000 in the city, and so on and so forth. There was a private airplane as well that was being hired, and so on and so forth. So that's where that is coming from. From my side, I don't expect you to be making 150 on a show, but what, like, generally speaking,
the overall amount
overall for a weekend,
from that
for a weekend, generally, how much would you be making? So we're talking about the success of Ninyile and people knowing you and where that puts you. So on your best weekend, how much money were you making?
On my best weekend, because I was charging too low because I'm just new into the industry. On the best weekend, I would gross like something like 30.
Okay, not bad.
Something like 30. And I'll be happy as fuck with that. 30,000, bro. I had nothing, though.
Yeah.
Man, I just made more money than my teacher's salary.
Yes, I was about to say,
you understand?
people go to school for that shit, for that amount.
Like, yeah. And then it came, bro. I was so happy, man. I was so happy. And the other thing is that 30,000, I would blow it. Cause you know what's crazy? Let me just say this, bro.
Come on, bro.
We are not taught how to use money at a young age. We are not taught money management skills at a very young age. You understand? So most of us as black people, we come from very poor homes. We're not used to getting any money or anything. 30,000 feels like 300,000. You understand? You feel like, yeah, I'm rich. I'm on now. You understand? So you start, you do all. You understand? So I feel like we really need that education at a very young age, man. You understand? As you've seen, like I'm not trying to be political or anything, but if you've seen like most of these white kids, they understand business from very young age. Like there's some of us black people that do understand business from a young age, but I feel like we should be taught more how to do these things, you understand? And not just be taught how to solve X and shit like that, you understand?
It's the most stupid thing that we go through at school.
Yeah, I understand.
Solving X is arbitrary. Like, it has absolutely no meaning to it unless you're going to be an engineer or a scientist or whatever the fuck. Like, there is no practical application to it in real life. I
used to solve X. I did math and physics, but it did nothing for me.
You
understand? So that's what I'm saying,
Usiya Kolisi in this book, Rise, right? Without confirming that I'm a bitch nigga, but I cried I cried a couple of times. So he was describing a scenario. So Nam Nkululeko, he also grew up in Majojombeni, I think in the Eastern Cape, but close to PA somewhere. Like, I just forgot, but I went through the book. He grew up in shags. There was a consistent lack of food. Every time he was hungry, he grew up with his grandmother. I grew up in a similar situation as well. What was your situation?
The what you just described now.
Consistent lack of food.
Consistent lack of food. The days like, hey, bruh. In shacks as well, you understand? The roof is leaking and you have to, so we grew up in crazy environments like that. And I know it's maybe a typical South African black story, but it's true. Like, it was very, very rough.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Is that and how are you gonna get this? As you're connecting with suburban kids, you actually have to always repeat that shit because it doesn't register to them. They don't understand it. Yeah, 21 kids in your ben. There, I had to explain to people over and over, and I was so emotional that some people don't understand that there's like a tavern every street. like a ship-in, not a major tavern, but in on every street. And I had to explain to people that that's the reality of a lot of people. So these podcasts seemingly are being consumed and made by people who come from suburbs. And we have to fucking explain this thing over and over again about Abanda Banamali and stuff like that. And that's very frustrating, like to have to explain your life. Just describe what kind of household was it then? It was myself, 2 of my sisters, and my mother, and like multiple stepfathers over 10 years.
Yeah.
And we had to move from one place to the other. It was a very, very difficult one. Yeah.
I grew up with my grandmother. Originally from a cat. We used to be granny's kids, baninzi, with my cousins, yabo. My father and my mother had a relationship, and then they broke up. I had a stepmother, and then my father went to live with. I went to live with my father's brother. I was just moving around, Yeah. Like, I would say not to put anyone on the spot, but it felt like a broken home, man, because shout out to my grandmother for what she did for us. I really appreciate it. And shout out to my parents, my uncles for what they did for me. But there's some things when I look at other people's lives right now, and when I look at people in happy homes, families together, like I really never had that. Like, not that I never had a happy home, but I never had that a mother and a father. And growing up, like, with my siblings were... The other one was living, because we're not from the same mother and same father. The other one is living with their moms. The other one is living with their father. So it's just, we scattered all over, you understand? Yeah. So I would have wished that I grew up, but we can't go back in time. It is what it is. It's fine. I would have wished that I grew up in a home where it's like the mom and the dad are present and all the kids are here.
Yeah.
You understand?
Your grandma was dope? Your grandmother was dope? Like she was a dope person?
Angel.
Yeah, it's always the case. Yeah.
That's an angel. Right? My grandmother was an angel.
Yeah, I have memories of my grandma. My grandmother was fucking negligent. She took me to Shibins when I was 5, 6. But that was a dope experience for me at the time. But she was super negligent. Yeah. I'm judging now. But yeah, she made me, okay, this is too much revelation. One day she made me wear her panties to school.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, so I'm a certified bitch nigga. You grow up in hip hop, sometimes you always want to come across as very macho and shit. Yeah. But yeah, those things happen. But for how did you end up in, what is your Cape Town?
I'm from a castle called the Strand.
Yeah, it's close to the beach.
Yeah, but in the hood side.
Yes, I know. Like, I know those are new-ish Kasi, maybe built after 2000, after the year 2000. Because I'm from Guguletu, Langanya side. Yeah. My family is all over that side. So when you came to Strand, when and what kind of township was it?
In 2011, that's when I went to Strand. I started living in Strand, and then I did my final year of primary school, which is grade 7 in Strand, up until high school. So the kind of Kasi, that was it. It was crazy. When I got there, 2 years after, when I got there, I started loving church too much. But I'm going to talk about that. Started loving church too much, Like, I started loving church too much. And then 2 years later, there was a gang war going on, you understand? Yeah. So it used to be 2 schools in Makasi. The other school has, like in high school, the other school has this kind of gang. I'm not gonna call them my names. Has this kind of gang. Exactly, that type of shit. I didn't want to give them hype, but it has this Amavura this side and then Amavata this side. You understand? So I'm based that side. You can't go the other way around.
And that's where your school is.
And then that's where my school is. You understand? So like a lot of people were getting stabbed. Like we used to see a lot of stabbings, killings, and all that stuff. So it was kind of rough, but we went through all that. It's fine, and I wouldn't say it had the peak of gangsterism or robberies, but it was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Did you experiment in any drug shit when you were younger? How old are you now?
23 now.
You're fucking
23.
You're 1999. Yes, I mean, you've already revealed the thing. Yeah, that's fucking young though. So, okay, let me not ask you that because you're still learning your way. about drug shit and gang shit. And there, you went to Strand to your mother or to live with your father? What was the family situation like?
Now, I was living with Tatomko, my father's older brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that was dope? Like, besides the gang stuff?
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That man, bro, I appreciate that man with my whole life, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate that man with my whole life. It kept me in line, man. It kept me in line through a lot of things. Yeah, bro. So yeah, it was a beautiful experience.
Yeah, I saw the video that you shot with where you were wrestling a white guy. Was it shot there?
I grew up in those shacks. Yeah.
Oh,
those
things.
Yeah.
I saw that video maybe a few months ago.
Yeah. I grew up with them.
And is that a common experience to have a mix of colored and black people or what?
Not really, because they are separated. They are not mixed. The colored people are staying in this other side of the road. Black people are here, you understand? And then in shacks, when you go deep into these other shacks, you'll find a lot of Sotho people there, and you'll find, it's just separations, you understand? Yeah. And then you'll find one or two people that are white that are staying in the hood.
Yeah. So how did you find the white guy? Like the one white guy who's so rare, who doesn't live there, makes an appearance as a co-star in a video. That's discrimination right there.
No, bro. Like that guy is actually from Zimbabwe. Oh. He's Zimbabwean, so he stays with his Zim guys. He speaks Shona.
He speaks Shona?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
He speaks Shona.
So is an albino or a white guy?
He's a white guy. He's a white guy. He's from Zimbabwe.
In his previous life, maybe he was a farmer.
Yeah, you might say that. He's a white guy.
Because in Zimbabwe, they took people's farms, white people's farms. And they drove them away from the country.
So, like, he stays in that hood.
Okay, cool. Nice one. When you came to Joburg and you did Uninyile, what was the spillover from that? Because the one highlight from me, like, I remember, like, the A-Reece is up, baby girl. That thing was like, that's the most iconic line I've ever heard in a rap song ever. And I'm a rap fan. Yeah. Maybe on a different day I would choose a different one, but from a different artist. But that was an iconic line. A-Reece is up, baby girl. It's a very succinct insult. When you insult someone, like you can say anything, but you just literally chose to call him a baby girl.
So, man, what happened is, I was, that thing is like, I was just looking for things to say that I feel like, oh, this shit it's gonna hit. Yeah. So it wasn't even really that serious, but that's the most popular line out of that song. Yeah, as you said, like that's out of that song, that's the most popular line.
Yeah, I mean, it's iconic. It's memorable.
It turned to a meme as well. The picture, it went to become a meme.
Yeah. It's memorable. But A-Reece is, I listened to A-Reece recently for the first time in my life. Yeah. Because I don't like younger generation rappers. The mixtape that he has, it's probably the most dopest thing I've heard in South Africa for the past 10 years. The mixtape that is nominated for the summer, I just forgot its name now, but I've listened to it 10 times over the last few months. It's nominated for the summer. It's beautiful. I've never heard him. Like, everyone that is hyped by the younger generation, I don't like, because I already know. Like,
it's okay, like let me let you go on.
Yeah, you can go on.
No. Let me not say without being asked. Because,
Nah, but whatever you think. I was about to ask, like, what was the spillover? Negative. Did you get a lot of his fans attacking you?
They found it funny. I fuck with Reece fans, man. They found it funny. The slimes can never cancel me, man. They found that shit funny, bro. Like it is what it is, man. Because if you say A-Reece is upper baby girl and I'm saying it in Xhosa and I'm clowning, they're like, oh shit. It's not really that deep though. You understand? Yeah. But it's not really that deep. I didn't get any negative.
You mentioned Casper there and AKA. Yeah. No one's fans came to attack you or them specifically. Not necessarily Casper and AKA, but any rappers that you mentioned on that song who you met gigging or you met even online.
The funny thing is, I've never met any of the people I've mentioned on this song. It's been over a year. Where are you, Buffett? I want to meet you. I want to say hi. I want to give you a kiss on the cheek, man.
That means you're not popping. It means you're not popping. You're not popping. You're not doing well enough to meet them.
Nah. But I've gotten a lot of responses.
You're not popping. You're not doing well enough to meet them.
It's not that, bro. It's not that, because I've been to where they've been. I've been maybe on the same lineup as them.
Why didn't you play on Hip Hop versus Maskandi?
Eh?
Why were you not invited for Hip Hop versus Maskandi?
Oh, that's another thing. The hip hop community does not fuck with me. I've made peace with that.
That's strange shit.
That it does not fuck with me. They don't like me. I've made a lot of peace with that, and I literally don't care, and I feel like it's a blessing in a way.
What do you mean?
It's a blessing in a way, because it gives me more room to create my lane even more, to just like focus on myself and focus on my craft. You understand? It gives me more room to see how are they fucking up, because when you're outside looking, you can see, okay, they are messing up there. That's why I came with a diss song, you understand? And because I was looking from the outside and I saw like, it's pop, man. These people are doing some things that are normal. It's just normal shit. So if you come with something that is not normal, you understand, and you're looking from the outside. So on my side, I feel like it's a blessing, and I'm gonna concentrate on feeding my audience. Like I really don't give a fuck about being liked by them. Even if they don't like me in the next 10, 20 years, I don't care. I've got a couple of people from the industry that I'm cool with, that I speak with, but as far as the overall love of the industry, nah. I am not underrated, but I'm industry hated. That's what I can say.
So you'll never play in that football tournament?
I don't think so. I don't think I will, and I don't care even if I don't.
And you will never be Best Newcomer nomination on South African Hip Hop Awards? Because that's industry stuff.
I did not submit for the Summers, but even if it does not happen, I don't care. Like, honestly speaking, I don't care.
And SA Hip Hop Awards as well?
Even if I don't go, I don't care. I would love to, but even if they don't want me to go, I don't care.
MTV Base playing your videos?
MTV Base playing. I've never submitted to TV, because you know what? I was so angry at TV when I popped with the internet, because I used to submit music to TV. And I understand that's being immature for me to be angry, because the music, the stuff that I was doing there, maybe it was not good for TV. You understand? That's
and also you were not paying.
Yeah.
Also, you were not paying.
Also, I was not paying the Payola things, So now I never took it to... I don't even submit music to radio. I don't even do anything. People are saying your songs won't play on radio because they are dirty and what. I don't submit music to radio. You understand? And the other thing is this, like, let's say if I was submitting music to radio, you would turn me down when because I say Umsunwen, you understand? But you would play Nasty C saying, this pussy is that, this pussy is that. Do you understand? Like, it doesn't really make sense, because we basically like...
It's the same strong
Nasty C swears a lot, man. If you've listened, Nasty C swears a lot. I'm not even lying, bro. And me, I swear in my own language. I swear a lot, you understand? But they'll never play me, but they'll play him. I understand he's got a big brand than mine, but it's a lot of hypocrisy. They're hypocrites, these people. The people that are in charge, they are very much hypocrites, you understand? And it's fine, I don't care. Like, honestly speaking, bro, I'm not even mad. It is what it is. So even if my music don't play on radio for the next 10 years, it's fine. It's okay, bro. I'm always going to find a way to eat. I'm always going to find a way to maneuver through. And it might look like sometimes I'm being immature when I say these things, or I don't know what I really want, or nah, I know what I want. I want to be on your platforms. I want my music to play there. But if you're not taking it, if you're not going to play it, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank God for the internet.
Exactly. We thank God for the internet, So it is what it is. I'll never be mad at anyone for anything.
Yeah. Do you think if you had a manager, you would be able to navigate these problems better?
Yeah, I feel like that.
Maybe a label?
That would be his job. He would do that. Maybe a label. If I get with a label, they would do that. Like, they would pay people do that. It's fine. They would do that. But as for me now, like, yeah, bro, like, I honestly speaking, like, it is what it. I'm. It's not like I'm satisfied where I'm at. Of course, I want to get to other levels, but it's fine.
I saw Nota and Spoo speaking to you when you were popping initially. What would it take for anyone to be on the table with you and have a conversation, and you signing for you to be on their team? Not necessarily Nota or Spoo. Those are the two people that I saw when you were popping, the first few faces that I saw.
Yeah. Bruh, stop saying when you were popping, man. I'm still on the grind
I'm
up,
sorry,
man.
I'm
You
sorry.
understand? You're talking to me like I fell off 10 years ago, bruh. Come on, man. Don't do that, man.
I
I'm still
apologize.
popping. I'm on the news every week. Every week there's news written about me. I'm still popping. Yeah, but
I apologize.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm just saying, like, when you made your breakthrough.
yeah.
So what would it take for anyone for you to be on their team? What were your demands from your side? If anyone was speaking to you so that you can be under their wing, whether it's Ambitious Entertainment, sometimes you guys troll each other and act as if you're signed for Ambitious Entertainment.
Yeah.
But what really would it take for you to be on their team? Is it really even necessary?
Personally, I would sign with Ambitious. Me. I'm not like, I'm going to answer your question, but let me just talk about Ambitious. I would sign with Ambitious. We just gotta have the same vision, man. I just want to make music, bro. You understand? We gotta have the same vision and the same goals. You understand? We gotta, for someone to get my attention or to get my signature is like let's just have the same vision, and then money wise, like I gotta see value in what you're offering me, because I already built this shit. I already built myself with no one. You understand? I've never gotten a cosign from anyone, like, in the hip hop or what to be what I am. People that have cosigned me, which is, if I can remember, big people that cosigned me, you understand? Which is DJ Spoo that has spoke publicly about me on his platform. That's a cosign, He cosigned me when I'm at where I'm at, you understand? Not when like, okay, you guys gotta check that guy out. I've never gotten that. Whatever I have now, I've built it from scratch with the help of my friends and the people that support me, you understand? So I already, I can do a couple of things myself. I can market myself. I can go viral on my own. I can be the topic on my own. You understand? So you gotta give me something that I cannot do. Yeah.
Like 3.5.
Hey, Ambitious, I need that 3.5, man. I need that 3.5. Bring me that 3.5, man. Yeah.
Other niggas are leaving and they're rushing for the door and
I'm saying I would. I'm not saying I want to. I would if they brought something on the table, because they're a big label. That's guaranteed. Like I would do it.
No
fucking way. I would never work with 3.5.
And they take all your money from
fucking way.
Okay, money like good performance, you get 20,000.
Yeah.
And then money Yagobo.
Yo.
So that they could give you 3.5.
Nah, no fucking way.
Well, everyone says no way until it's yes way.
Yeah, I understand.
But do you feel it's necessary though? Like even so you're saying you would. Of course, maybe the conversation on the table would be that, okay, what is it that you are offering me? Are you giving me a marketing budget so that I can handle it for myself?
Yeah.
If you are saying in arguments that you have like $500,000 of marketing, give it to me, then I'll market myself, type of thing. Like, what would you need for them to do in order for you to sign?
Just get me to places that I can't get myself.
Sure.
Yeah, just that's all I'm saying. In terms of the marketing budget and what, I've marketed myself with zero budget, It's like, so I feel like now it's only for so long you can stay trending and being the topic organically. You can just do that for a period of time. At some point, you'll need injections, like cash injections into like making your brand stronger, you understand? So I would say like I would need that marketing budget, and give it to me. I know what to do with it.
Not a marketing manager.
Not a marketing budget.
Yeah, I will see. I mean, I think you did it the right way. We never paid anything for Gigi to be successful. There was the internet. I learned how YouTube works, and as long as we pay the people that are analyzing for us, that was it. Like, we've created a multi-million business from that shit. So there is no need to pay radio. But of course, you're in the music industry. You would know it better. Some people would say there's no longer a purpose for a label nowadays. Let's go back to hip hop and the hip hop industry. Is this only limited? Your feeling is only limited to the MCs and the producers and the administrators, or you think even the hip hop fans are not embracing you? Would you say the fans embrace you? The
fans embrace me. It's just the how
gatekeepers.
Exactly. The some of the bloggers, they don't fuck with me. Hey man, it's it's just crazy, abo.
What
And the
happened?
MCs
What happened to make you say that? Which blogger fucked with you? Like which blogger made you feel this way that you're feeling now?
I don't lie, Slikour. Slikour on life. Slikour on life, you hurt my feelings, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because you know what happened? I'm gonna say that I don't care. So what happened is this: when I popped off as Big Xhosa, Slikour was doing his distribution thing, you understand? And he used to post me a lot. You understand? When I was popping off as a Big Xhosa.
So what? Explain what the distribution thing.
I'm getting there. So he used to post me a lot, and then he called me like, bro, let's do this and all that stuff. And then I didn't say no, I don't want to do it. Because distribution means like he's gonna distribute my music through his platform. He's got an online streaming platforms for the Spotify's where he plugs the music there. You understand? I never said no, I'm not gonna do it. But it's just that we lost communication and touch. Maybe he might have felt that
You didn't respond quick enough.
I didn't. I'm not even responding quick enough. Maybe I was like, you know, when you call me, you call me 2 times. You understand? Or maybe 3. You know, when you consistently call someone, okay, let's do this. There. I'm like, oh, bruh, I'm in Eastern Cape right now. We're gonna link up when I'm in there in Joburg and all that stuff. And I come to Joburg, you get caught up in some other things when you're about to meet up. Maybe it's busy or something. I don't really remember what really happened, but it was. He couldn't basically reach me, and I lost that other phone that had his number, you understand? So that's why. And now when I wake up all of a sudden, the Slikour on Life platform doesn't even recognize me, you know? When I drop things, I used to, every time I drop, I know I'm going to be on Slikour on Life platform. And I'm going to say this, even if you don't put me on your platform, it's okay. Like, I don't mind that. That's your platform. I'm not entitled to that. But in my mind, in my understanding, you are a hip-hop platform. You understand? You should cover everything. I did that Sway video. It went to #1 trending videos on YouTube. You understand? And when I did that Sway video and went #1 trending videos on YouTube, guess who was #2? I'm a piano. #3, I'm a piano. I was the only hip-hop #1 trending video in South Africa at that time for hip hop. You understand? That's something huge for hip hop. Tulipongolo spoke about this. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi spoke about this. And then a hip hop blog does not say anything. People that cover hip hop, it doesn't make sense. You understand? And then Slikour responded, is like, none of the people in his team, they ever knew that he was talking to me. He's got love for me and all that stuff, but I don't see it. And I'm not, he's a hot man. I respect him. I have so much respect for him and what he's done. But at some point I'm like, yo, is how things are here. If I cannot be able, let me leave it. It's fine. It's fine. You understand? But respect to him. I respect what he's got going on. All the blessings. I'm just do me. And so it's those type of things like that. And just ask. I'm gonna say a lot, man. If you don't ask, I don't want to say a lot. It's fine.
I don't want to close the taps, man. I don't want to ask a different question whilst you wanna.
All right.
Inform. Yeah,
No. I'm not saying, you know, because now I feel like I'm gonna say something else. You know.
Yeah, say something else if you want to.
Nah.
This is your hour. This is your 2 hours. However long we spend time here. So
I've been removed from albums, from shows, from people's albums. People have removed me for their albums. So I'm just talking about how I'm treated in the music industry. Some people, they don't want to be seen collaborating with me because they are scared. Okay, maybe because I does not like that person. So if I work with him, maybe because it's not liked by that person. So if I work with him, that person might not like me as well. You understand? I've been.
Would you have been paid for those features on albums?
So
by the time that they remove you, you've already been paid.
Let me just say this, nah? This is my motto. As much as like I'm in the business of making money and everything, but if I see your value, the value that you're gonna be providing me, it will mean more than money. I'm gonna do your shit for free. You understand? That's how I am, because I know at some point I'm gonna come back and need something to you, and maybe I don't have the money to pay you.
Yeah,
you understand?
Well, Joburg niggas will still charge you. Just keep that in mind.
I know. I know that.
People from this province, where we come from, where we come from, we would do it for each other.
Yeah.
Because we have integrity, but people from the city would not do that.
Yeah. So that's my mentality because of where I come from, maybe. So yeah, it's been like that. So when I get removed from that, I've not been paid or anything, because it hurt my feelings, man, when you reach out to me and say, let's do this, I'm gonna put this on the album, and then You remove me after I've put all the effort I've spent.
Was this a high profile person? You know where I'm going with this. That
I know you're gonna ask who it
yeah,
is.
yeah. Because I have an audience here. There are people that we need to respect.
No. It's a high profile person. It's not. It hurt me though. She must know that it hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
It really hurt me in a way.
As a hip hop female individual.
Nah, Gigi Lamayne, you hurt me. I'm not gonna lie. You really hurt me with that. But I love you. I really love you, and I get where you are coming from on your side. You know, she explained her reasons, yabo. She really did explain her reasons, and I understood them. You understand? But it just hurt me in a way. It made me look at like, damn, bro, who's really gonna actually fuck with me here? Who's gonna like me, yabo? So it pushed me into a corner of being angry, like, fuck all you niggas, man. You know, that's where it pushed me. I would have loved to be on her album, but it didn't work that way, which is fine. And it's she knows, man. I still talk to Gigi even this day, man. Like,
I was speaking to her a few weeks ago. She'll probably come here.
It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah.
But yeah, that she hurt me. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Gigi, I love you, but that she hurt me.
Okay, shout out to Gigi. She does a new podcast. She was speaking to, I watched it yesterday actually.
Yeah.
She was speaking to Rashid K.
Yeah.
I think she's on 950 subscribers now, approaching 1,000 subscribers. So shout out to Gigi.
Cool. I'm gonna probably go there.
Oh, nice one. That's big of you if you decide
I'm
to
gonna go there.
Nice.
Nah, it's not like I'm fighting with. Nah, I don't fight with Gigi. We cool. As I say, we still talk.
Okay, cool.
The relationship is still
Yeah, but of course you were in your feelings about that.
I was in my feelings.
You would have loved to be respected in that moment.
In a way.
Okay. You think the song was deleted? It may never even be released, or what?
No.
Did your conversation?
It's actually out, but it got someone else now.
Oh. Yo, bro.
It's out, but it has someone else.
Is the better verse than yours?
I don't know.
Talk about it because you
I'm
might give that song a new life. You might be giving that song a new life.
No.
People may want to
they're
hear
gonna
your
go for
version,
sure.
But then you release your own version.
Nah, I cannot release it. It was a song.
Yeah, but she may even release the other version.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
So that there can be a comparison.
Even if she does not release it, it's okay.
She will release it. You know what I'm already foreseeing?
Yeah.
Because of this? Because someone is going to clip this, put it on Twitter. 100,000 people are going to see this part. And Gigi, if she understands the marketing around controversial moments, she has to release the first song with the other feature and then release this one that you have with her.
She put someone else on the song. That's all I'm going to say. And the song is out now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But I was hurt at that moment, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So
that solidified your perception that perhaps niggas within the industry, particularly musicians, are trying to suppress you with the Slikour thing and the Gigi situation.
Let me make this clear. I don't think Gigi is trying to put me aside. Nah. Let me just make that clear. Gigi is not trying to suppress me or anything, but it's the people that are around. The way she told me that the people around her, they don't want me doing any song with her. The people around her. The people around her, they felt like I'm a bully.
What does that mean?
They felt like I bully people online. That was a message to me.
Can I ask you something straightforward?
Yeah.
Have you been booked to perform at Back to the City?
I've never been booked to perform. Hey, bro, I've got a lot of stories to tell you, man. I've never been booked, man, but it's okay. Even if they don't book me, it's fine, bro. This is the only thing. This is what I'm always gonna say. Even if they don't get me to these things, it's okay. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I know it's gonna get bigger than this. Because you know what's my goal? My main goal with the music that I'm doing. I just want to be at home and not gig or any. I love performing and everything. I just want to be at home and not gig and make a lot of money from the internet. That's what I want. I'm not trying to be traveling up and down and all that thing. I would love to gig. Hey, book me. I want to be there. You know, when I show up, it's the vibe. But what I'm gonna say is this: my goal is to like be at a point where I don't need to gig. You understand?
You're gonna have to work hard to get there, though.
So yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to work very hard.
I have to work very hard. That's why, I have to press the internet. You understand? Because there's money in this shit and the internet stuff. So, answering your question, have I ever been booked to the Back to the City? No. Probably they won't. Current first, no. They got people that are not even popping as I am. They don't have the same weight on their names as I am. They're performing there on that stage, and I'm not there. They're not inviting me. What are they scared of? What are you scared of? Are you scared of me because I said A-Reece is up, baby girl? Are you scared because maybe I said Casper and Chebingati Pokwe? Are those even real insults? Is that something you should be scared of? That something might pop off because of that? Like, okay, bro, let me just go off though. I'm just gonna, this is directed to anyone, even the hip hop community. If you can never stand up and say whatever thing you wanna say, you're not a real boss. You might think that you're a boss, but you're not a boss if you cannot say whatever you want to say. You see, Julius Malem, that's a real boss there. He's got this whole thing that is in charge of, but he says whatever he wants to say. That's a real boss. So for the people that are like, me, I'm a boss, I manage my stuff, and you are scared to say certain things, you're not a real boss. If you are scared to move with certain people because you might think someone else might not like what you're doing, you're not a real boss. You're a slave. Understand? It's like I said, like for an example, let me make an example with you. Ne? Me and Nota used to be okay. Understand? And Nota he reached out to me. I love Nota actually. But then we had a misunderstanding where he called me a clown, which is fine. You understand? And maybe you might have known that me and Nota don't get along. And Nota is one of your best niggas.
Yeah, he's my nigga.
Yeah, you
Nota's
understand?
my nigga all day, every day.
Exactly. But look at where I'm at now. I'm at your space. You understand? Whereas maybe I might not be cool with the person that you are working with.
Absolutely.
That's a boss move right there. This is what I'm saying. You understand? So if you cannot do or say whatever you want to say, you're not a boss. If you're still held, if you're still looking to be, man, if you don't voice out your opinions the way you want to voice them out, you're not a boss. You understand? If you're still looking forward to be politically correct, you're not a boss. You understand? Me, I'm going to say however I want to feel. Man, me not being on Cotton Fest or anything, it spells hate to me. Bruh, I don't think there's any artist that was hotter than me that's on their top 10 list in South Africa. You see the list, the MC's list? A bunch, like 80% of that list that was hotter than them.
Mention names.
I'm not going to mention names. I don't even remember it well. But I've seen it. I've sat down and I'm like, yo, maybe 80% I was hotter than them. What were they counting that thing off?
Are you better than Blackie?
I'm not better than Blackie. I wouldn't say. You know, that's the other thing.
Are you better than Costa Titch?
Costa Titch. He did what he did. Name the others.
Are you more popping than 25K?
Bro, let's look at this.
By the way, I don't know those niggas. I don't follow this.
No.
I don't know their music.
I'm not saying I'm hotter than who or I'm better than who. You understand? I'm just saying, those the people that you mentioned, yeah, I'm fine with them. I understand. Okay, that's cool. As we go down on the list, I'm like, nah, bro. My name should have been here. Not number 1, not number 2, not number 3, not number 4, but my name should have been here.
Top 10.
It should have been there.
If the consideration. So let's say I'm playing devil's advocate. Fuck those niggas. I don't follow these younger niggas in hip hop. If the consideration is about income generated, attention generated, streams, whenever you have attention generated.
If they calculate based on that, I would understand.
You meet the criteria of at least the attention. You've easily in the last 12 months been seen by over 1 million people, and then they go Spotify streams and YouTube plays.
Millions.
Okay.
Not over 1 million of people.
Okay, cool. So if they go on Spotify and they go on YouTube plays, you would make that top 10.
Yeah.
And then of course the strength of the music and how much money are you making from the music?
Okay. We're gonna cut that out. You understand? The attention part and everything that you've calculated, it's a good thing. That's how they judge, and then they are based on. You understand? Do you think at that moment someone that is not as relevant as me at that moment, or someone that has been dead for a long time and they've dropped a couple of things now, you understand? Do you think through their music they were making more revenue than me, and I'm hot like that?
In the last 12 months, you are in the top 10. I agree with you. Unless there's something else in the criteria that they look at, maybe radio play, which you don't have.
That's the thing I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying, like,
in the last 12 months, I know your shit more than a lot of
that's the
shit.
thing. My shit, bro. Like, you see, at this age that you are at now, there's people that are older than you that like me, that are my fans, that support me. There's people that are way younger than you. People, bro, I get when I see a kid, man, like, a kid in primary school singing. She gives me kuku. I make it, bro. I get so like. I cringe, man. You understand? But I can't help it. They love me at that age. They sing those things at that age. You understand? So what I'm saying is, I'm not only known by hip hop people, bro. The majority of the people that were there, you can ask anyone that listens, bruh. You can go to people that don't even listen to hip hop and ask them who Big Xhosa is. They will tell you who Big Xhosa is. But if I go to a certain people that does not listen to hip hop, people that are in Shibins, in Eastern Cape or anywhere, in Limpopo or anywhere, and you ask them, Uban Lo, man, they're gonna ask you, what the fuck is that? But whereas they know my shit, you understand?
Yeah.
So
Is
my
it
shit
not,
appeals to a lot of people than just strictly hip hop.
Is it not that? So is your music registered? All of the recent music, because some of the music is mixed up with freestyles. The Sway was a freestyle, right? You make the kuku prr. That wasn't. So how many of the songs are actually official songs that are registered properly? Kuku, Sambra, whatever.
Oh shit.
If the
let me just say this. I've dropped a lot of shit, but I haven't started dropping music. That's what I'm gonna say. I've dropped a lot, but that's not music. That's me just fucking around and playing around. To answer your question, there's a song called Ilanga there. It was produced by MacG. It's registered everywhere. Yeah, you understand. So
shout out to MacG.
Yeah, I love MacG, man. So yeah, it's like that. But what I'm trying to say is this, bro. Like, I don't think they are fair on me. Maybe it's because I never actually asked nobody for anything. You understand? Like, I never reached out to never really reached out to anyone. Okay, let's do a feature or do this. I've always moved on my own. You understand? If I ever ask for anyone for anything, let me just in case they listening. If I've ever asked anyone for anything that let's work, it was Questa, because I love Questa. If it is someone in the hip hop music, yeah, it was Questa. But other than that, nah. The only people that I would like ask them, like, go directly is the people that are not even doing hip hop. You know, like this guy called Something So Wet. I actually spoke with him and I told him, Something So Wet, I'm gonna tell you, if you give me that verse, you know what we're talking about. If you give me that verse, brother, I'm gonna kiss your feet. I'm telling you, bro. Give me that verse, bro. Give me that verse, dog. I'm waiting, yeah, bro. So those are the people that. So in the hip hop community, I've never actually really asked anyone for anything.
Yeah, Something Soweto is hot right now.
His
fire. Song Amachance is fire.
It's fire.
That's
it's
a
fire.
Beautiful song. Even though Amachance are fine, okay.
It's fire. It's fire. So what I'm basically saying is this, bro. Like, I've made peace with the fact that I'll never really be accepted. Yeah, I've made peace. Yeah, they know me. Like all of them, they know who I am.
Yeah,
they know who I am.
Yeah, have you connected perhaps with the younger guys? Like I have a bias because I'm Xhosa and I come from Cape Town, so I'll keep an eye on D Koala, I'll keep an eye on Holy Alpha, I'll keep an eye on you, I'll keep an eye on there's one
a lot of them. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm always aware what's coming there. Info.
I've like to be quite honest with you, not to cut you.
Sure.
Hey man, I keep cutting your question.
No, it's also good. Good.
I know where it's going. Listen, bro.
You've not connected with those guys, the younger guys, upcoming guys who are very dope.
I've never.
Because Bravo Larry is fucking dope.
I've never connected with
Info
anyone.
is fucking dope.
D
Koala is dope.
But I'ma just say my favorite there. My favorite is Holy
Alpha. She is fucking dope.
She's lit.
And she's young. And she's here in Joburg.
She's fire. She's fire.
So she's coming through.
I would work. And then this other boy, man, this other nigga, sorry for saying boy, I call Soul T.
Soul T, Jan.
Yeah, it's fire. Yes. It was a couple of my favorites. But when it comes to making songs with them, I've never, and that's my decision.
Why?
I've never made any song with them. Because, you know...
You feel like you're operating in the same space, competing for the same attention?
No. I don't feel like that. I'm going to just tell you this. It's not even an ego thing or, you know...
Yeah.
It's not even an ego thing. But sometimes, to me, that whole shit, it just sounds the same. Same content, same flows and everything like that. You know, they make dope music, they dope, you know. But to me, this is my honest opinion. If you don't like it, then it's up to you. But they dope and I respect their craft. That's one thing. But sometimes that whole maybe it's a sound. It's supposed to sound the same, but it has gotten to my. Because I grew up in Cape Town.
Yeah.
I listen to that a lot, so it's in my ear right now. It's too much. You understand? So for me to make a song like that, you know. They call it Xhosa trap, like it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So I'm musically, I'm not there musically for me personally. I'm not there.
Yeah, that was like one of the criticisms of Spaza. Like the reason why Spaza faded out is because everyone had a sad song. And all of the songs ended the same way. At the beginning, you get a girlfriend, you are in love. In the end, she dumps you and shit like that. So
yeah, right. I'm tired of hearing the can't eat this. Come on, man.
yeah, but that's
like,
beautiful. Those you should give. Let me just say this.
No. Let me
give
say,
those guys like a chance.
Yeah.
Bravo Leroux is they're rapping, but it's new age rap.
I feel you.
Xhosa trap.
Let me just say this. I feel you, and let me trust me. I love them boys. I love what they doing, bro. I really fuck with what they doing. I love it. But for me, musically, I wouldn't really jump on that for now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I would.
I
Never,
get you.
for now, you know. But I respect what they got going on. But Holy Alpha is fire, though.
Yeah,
you understand. And so now, those are my personal.
There's more to it.
Fucking, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good when it comes to that. You know, as a bit,
yeah,
I'm okay.
Bravo Leroux is God. That's all I'm gonna say. Like Bravo Leroux, his rhymes, shit, man. He makes me wanna be like him. Like he's so cool that he makes me. I wanna know each and every lyric of his rap, even though I'm 32, and it's beautiful. It's cool.
Actually lit. It's lit.
Yeah,
but I'm just mentioning my favorites, like the ones that I would like on it if I had to listen to them, like on a day to day.
Yeah.
Salty and Holy Alpha.
Okay, cool. What do you think of Flash Ikumkane?
It's fire.
Okay.
Everyone is fire. All of you are fire, bro. But it's just that me personally, I don't know, bro.
Yeah. What's your top 3 hip hop ever, internationally in South Africa? Top 3 or top 5?
Hip hop artist?
Yeah, of all time.
Of all time, shit. It has to be Eminem. That's the person that got me into
number one.
Yeah, number one. And then. Shit.
So that means Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time in your list.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's second place?
Lil Wayne.
Weezy.
Yeah.
Young Moolah, baby.
And currently, right now, my favorite rapper right now, Kodak Black. It's these guys that you don't really. Fuck with Yak, man. Yak is lit. He's lit, bro. He's lit. You should give him a chance. Nah, he's not in prison. He was one of the most featured people on Kendrick Lamar's album.
Is in and out of prison.
He's
so that's
lit.
your number 3.
That's my top
a good
3.
blend.
Yeah.
Number 4?
Number 4, J. Cole. And then number 5 was lit.
South Africa, number 5. Your top 4 is like all international.
Number 5, the person that I love their music and I respect them is Maraz.
Oh my word!
I'll put Maraz on my number 5.
Woo! Maraza. He won something HML freestyle competition maybe 12 or 15 years back. That nigga's been dope. Maraza's been dope. And he's also merged into this digital era. He plays games online and he chats and interacts with friends doing live stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
That dude has been dope, bro.
Maraza is so fucking sick.
Yes. Would you work with him?
Yo, of course, bro.
Yeah. Put it out to the world, bro.
I would. Nah, actually, I spoke with Maraza.
Sure.
We already was speaking and all. It's just that, I lost his contact. You reminded me. You understand? But, yeah, I met him. We took a drive together, talking and all. Yeah, I would. I even told him that I would like to have him on my project. So Maraza is the one. And, yeah. And I just want to say to the Cape Town wave, like, the ones that are pushing out, they must continue, man. They are holding it down because they're coming with. I feel like South Africa is not really caught up to that. Who's this younger? Maybe might have popularized a bit of it. But I feel like those guys, Bo Tikwala, Bo Bravo Leroux, Bo who else? Bo Salty, Bo Holy Alpha. I feel like if they push it a couple of inches more, it's gonna be one of the biggest genres in the country.
Yeah, that sound is dope, bro.
It's gonna be one of the biggest shit. But me personally, since I grew up in Cape Town, that's all I used to listen to. So in my ears, it's like I'm musically not there. That's why I haven't actually like reached out to any of them. It's like, let's make a song. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know a nigga called Simbone?
Delila, itubudlala, Delila. Oh man, shit. Damn, bro. Damn.
Itubudlala, Delila.
Damn.
Itubudlala, baby.
Yeah.
You remind me of those niggas. The way that you play with words and the fact that you want to say whatever the fuck you want to say in a humorous way on mic, in raps, you remind me of those niggas. What did Spoo say to you when you had a conversation with DJ Spoo? What was the nature of that conversation?
I won't reveal everything, né?
Okay.
Some of those are still in talks. But my conversation with DJ Spoo is that he loves what I'm doing, and we wanna see like what can we do, it's actually like giving me some guidance, like do this, don't do this, and all that stuff, he's the one that keeps on telling me like, yo, sharp with consistency, stay consistent, do like I said, I don't want to go into further details.
Did he say you remind me
exactly.
of Zega?
No, he never said I remind him of Zega Zega. He said I remind him of himself. That's
so you remind him of Zega Zega?
I think so.
Okay. Right, so those talks though are still healthy and alive-ish, or like it ended at some point there?
I wouldn't say they still alive or they are dead. It's just that I haven't spoken with them in a while. As a busy person, I'm not even mad.
He's 9 minutes away from you.
I'm not even. It's fine. I'm not even mad because when I'm from here, I'm going back to where I'm at. I'm not going to go there.
My pseudo neighbor.
Yeah.
I can claim to be neighbors with Spoo. His night is like around here somewhere.
Man, that's very dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, Godman, we must link up again, man.
What is your attitude to advice, but not necessarily advice per se, but even to the approach that like niggas like me, if I come to you and I impose my experience on you type of thing. Like sometimes I always say, like, so when I started Itiski with my friend Jason, and we started a newspaper and we became industry leaders, there were a lot of journalists who had already been in the space for like 20 years. And for me, because I read a lot of books and I'm intelligent to a point, I always said advice is disgusting. This is not the same thing as saying you shouldn't listen to advice, but people's journeys are unique. People's challenges are unique. What I'm facing may not be the same thing you were faced with as a journalist who operated 20 years ago without computers, for example. So we were navigating the media space differently because it's a digital era. We are going to deal with our employees differently and so on and so forth. So I ended up settling on the idea. I can unpack it on a different time of I have this motto, advice is disgusting. But it's not the same thing as saying you shouldn't listen to advice. But I think it's overrated sometimes. So what is your... And I realize with you guys, the younger guys, like, I think it's the last thing you guys want to hear. So when Ria Khopane has a situation with Bonang, we talking to him. Spoo is talking to him. Nota is talking to him. I'm trying to reach out. A lot of people are trying to reach out as well. But I think perhaps it was a good thing to go through it his own way. He decided to do that. He decided not to go to court. I'm not saying that's a good thing to not go to court because then you lose 300,000. You know, maybe it would have been that you would have said, my mitigating circumstances are that I'm still young and immature. I didn't realize the actions, blah, 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 blah. And then instead of 300,000, they could say 50,000 because the judge needs to listen to you, hear you out. You know what I'm saying? In your admittance of guilt, you mentioned why you did what you did, but then he decided to do it his own way. Now, to a point, you have this thing of wanting to do it your own way, and I admire that because even with us, Jason and I, in business, in the newspaper business, we decided to do it our own way because we were getting calls from people who've sold newspapers for 100 million, like trying to give us advice, and it's like, nah, man, we'll do this our own way. You know, we don't want to, because you guys were navigating a space 20 years ago, which was different. There were no laptops. People had to go to stadiums to write about matches. Our journalists are going to operate differently. You know what I'm saying? So what is your attitude to advice and people telling you what to do?
Don't advise me. That's not in that way though, but like you said, people's journeys are very different, man. You understand? What might have worked for you 10 years ago when you were still the guy doesn't mean that it's gonna work for me now. You understand? And you gotta understand times have changed, you know. A lot of things is changing, you understand? Why do you want me to do it your way? That's the question I ask myself. Like, I listen when you're telling me, okay, like, you know, advising against bad things and what. But when it comes to the music and how to move and what, like, why do you want me to do it your way? Can't I have my own experience of my own journey? Let me just experience this journey on my own. You understand? So that's my view. Like, it's like you want to relive yourself through me when you tell me how to move. You understand? So I can never be your second body where you can live your life again through me and what you told me. You understand? And yeah, like personally, I know what to take in and I know what to not take. You understand? And some people get pissed when I don't take their advice, and it doesn't sit well with them. But why should you get pissed if I don't take your advice? You understand? Because I have my own journey. Let me experience my journey. Yeah.
You said you don't beef with anyone.
No,
But there are people that are thinking that they have beef on you. What happened between you and Lady Do? Yeah, I don't follow.
Hey, Lady Do, can I take you out on a date, man? Shit, bro. She's so beautiful, bro. Like, it's very beautiful. She's so beautiful, man. That's my baby there.
What happened? What
I love it.
Did you guys not have a misunderstanding?
Nah. Don't mind that, man. Lady Do is beautiful.
You've moved past that.
What I can say is, what happened with Lady Do is, we were doing DJ Coach's gig. You know DJ Coach?
Yeah.
The Fvck guys in there. So what had happened is, this is a true story. She came out and denied, like, I'm looking for fame and what. But this is a true story. What had happened is, we're on the same show. It was actually my first show getting booked as Big Close. So I don't really know anything. I don't really understand anything. And shout out to Coach, man. He always supports my hustle, financial wise. So what had happened is, Coach booked me for that, né? And then I'm making an example. I'm not sure of the actual time slots back then,
sure.
But one of my homies that was there can confirm this, not because it's my homie, but you know, even Coach himself, I'm sure if he can be in a position to confirm it. I didn't say Lady Do arrived late at the gig. Lady Do was there on time. Like she always says, that she makes it on time on her gigs, and she put out a statement saying she prays before her gigs. Good for her, you know. So what had happened is, I'm making an example. I'm supposed to perform at 9:20. You understand? I'm supposed to perform at 9:20, and you are set to perform. Maybe I'm getting 10 minutes of the set, and you are set to perform at 9:30. You know? So now you as Lady Do, since you are known, you have a brand. You understand? You are coming to tell me, no, this is at this 9:20, I have to perform at this 9:20. If I don't perform at this 9:20 that was scheduled for him, I'm leaving. She did not put it like 9:20 that was scheduled for him, but she said, if I don't perform now, I'm leaving.
And all of you are aware that that's not her time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Coach had to tell me, like, nah, bro, just let her do it. And I had to let her do it. So that shit happened last year, and I only spoke about it this year. I kept it inside for so long. I only spoke about it this year. And then to her, she took it as I'm looking for clout or what. Nah, I'll never be fighting with females like that, man. No, it doesn't make sense. But hey, Lady Do is beautiful. She's actually my crush, man. I have a crush on Lady Do. I'm telling you, she's so beautiful. If you're watching this, Lady Do, like, I respect if you got someone in your life, I respect what you got going on. But damn, one day, maybe one of these days, I'd like to go out on a lunch with you or a date.
What if she says she has more money than you, which she probably has?
Yeah, she does have more money than me. She actually, like, flexed her money on me.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, she's got houses, I got nothing. Yeah, but she's got money sitting, and me.
It's already game over, nigga.
I don't need.
It's already game over, nigga.
Doesn't matter. You need something new in your life. It doesn't matter. I don't care about your money, man. Yeah, she's beautiful, and I wish her all the best.
Okay. Would you go to MacG's podcast?
Definitely, yes. I just had a little bit of misunderstanding with them because it affected my revenue at that time. So what had happened is, MacG and Saul, they were talking about that Coco song I did with Ifan, So as they were talking about that song, they said that shit is disgusting, man. It's disgusting. That's what Saul was saying. It's disgusting. Trash. Saul, when I see you, Saul, Penduka, when I see you, bro, I'm telling you, dog. But yeah, on some real. So I was booked for a show, and the show was, for the LGBTQT, community. So
you know what those alphabets stand for?
No, I don't know. I would like some education.
L stands for lesbian.
So I like to get back to, I was booked for
G
that.
G stands for gay.
Hey man, stop, man.
B stands for bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
T stands for transgender. Q stands for queer. I stands for intersex.
I've been so ignorant. It's my first time hearing about like what really.
It's LGBTQI+. So the plus means that there are multiple other spectrums that we may not be aware of.
All right.
That cannot be included on those letters of the alphabet.
All right.
So when Somizi says he's not gay, it means he belongs to that plus.
Oh, okay.
He's not saying he's bisexual.
All right.
He's not saying he's gay. He says he connects with men and women.
All right. So, like, should I continue?
You were performing for...
Yeah, I was about to perform there.
Yeah.
And that show was in PE. So the organizer of the show, they had the comments from the soul. So it felt like, I finally was removing chickens out of a vagina and shit like that in the video. And so it felt like we were disrespecting women on, So when they spoke about that, they have a big platform, and the people were like, "Nah, we can no longer continue doing this and that." So it messed up
that
my
directly affects your brain.
Yeah, so that's why I responded with that. Whatever, if you call it a diss or what, it's a song called "I Hate Me Too" there. Yeah, so it was that. But other than that, I fuck with that podcast. I'm on their live streams. I'm one of their biggest donors. I donate to them, man. They got their lights on because of me, MacG. And so bro, they got their lights on because of me. I am there. I'm sure when they upload, they don't even watch. They just upload and leave it. I am there donating.
How much are you donating?
I've contributed to your millions, guys. If you make millions, I am there. I'm a chiller.
Huh? How much are you donating?
Let me see. It's a lot. It's about 6 rands.
That counts.
It counts, bro. It really counts. At the end of the day, I want to see my black people eating, man. Even if it's with 6 rands, But yeah, I would go there. I would go.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah.
You should. And Saul is coming here as well.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. We should be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
It's a system that should be feeding itself. Penwell was here. He's gonna be on MacG at some point this week, or he was already on MacG, and I'm going to Spoo at some point.
Yeah.
And Nota is on all of these. You know what I'm saying? So we should always be supportive of each other.
Facts.
If anyone is fighting a podcaster, I will always be on the side of the podcaster. One day Slick Talk is gonna do a video about me if maybe I abuse my woman, right?
Yeah.
And rightfully so, he should. But if anyone attacks Slick Talk, I will always defend him. Even if he says shit about me, it's fair game.
Fair game.
That thing lasts for like 2 days. Some people move on to something else.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So podcasters, we should always be next to one another, stand together. Let's talk about your music moving forward. I heard Fvck. That was dope. Actually, what was dope about it was I heard it when you dropped it on that day when you premiered it, and I was like, I did not expect the John Cena sample.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite refreshing.
Yeah,
and you always keep on coming with things that we don't expect.
Yeah.
Because on Ninyele you did Tupac. You used the Tupac hit 'em up bit.
And then there's another one of Dr. Dre called I Must Send.
Yes, yes. Was it the one that you heard an old school afro?
Yeah, that's my favorite song.
Yeah. No.
Hip hop,
I
Must Send.
Yeah. I know a lot of your songs, whether or not I mix up the names, but I pay attention to your music. Fvck, what was the inspiration behind that, and how well is it doing now?
Nah, just Fvck is not a song. I wouldn't call it a song. It's one of those things like I haven't dropped in a while. Let me just, But the real music is coming, like the real music. And I wouldn't like my fans to now come to me. Now we want big because we want SOS. Just expect like music, bro. Like beautiful music that is gonna drop. I've got a project coming, exciting features, It's just gonna be crazy, I'm actually dropping something tomorrow.
Okay, nice
I'm
one.
actually dropping something
Nice one. Of course, this will be like out on Friday.
Yeah.
So you're dropping something the day before.
Yeah, I'm actually dropping something
okay,
tomorrow.
Cool.
So
on that album that you're talking about, is it like you're not genre specific? We could hear gospel or amapiano there.
When you talk about gospel, you remind me of things, man. Yeah, I used to be a preacher, bro.
Hallelujah.
I'm telling you, I used to preach on trains. I used to sleep in the mountains. I used to preach, bro.
Hallelujah.
I'm telling you.
In trains?
Trains, bro. It trains from Strand to Cape Town, that long road.
Yes,
it's an hour ride,
yeah. And Ushumayela?
Every courage.
Amen.
Sleeping in mountains, trying to ask the power of God. That's why I'm so blessed, man.
Jeez.
In a way.
Are you serious?
I'm not capping, bro. I'm telling you the truth. I used to be a preacher. But not dramatic though. Not that dramatic. I used to sing.
How were you doing it though?
The way that I'm talking, I used to know to raise my voice, and I was making like good points, like really, really, really great points. And damn, the pastor I used to handle some Sunday services, man, in church. So that's where that's why I stayed out of a lot of bad shit in Cape Town, because I was a church guy.
So in the event of the worst thing that could happen with your music career, you will be a pastor Bushiri.
I'm coming. If I become a pastor, it's gonna be strictly for money. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if I become a pastor,
that's what I'm saying. You have the cushion of if hip hop doesn't work out, you can be a Bushiri.
Yeah,
a motherfucker that has like hundreds of thousands of followers and talking shit to people and healing them.
Yeah,
almost like staging healings and stuff like that. Could you see yourself doing that?
I would.
Stage healings.
I would. I'm telling you, I would in a way. But yeah, man, like even now, I don't really think there's any real pastors, man. Like I've stopped going to church. Like I don't go to church. If I pray on my own. I do not go to church. Because there's no longer real preachers, man. Like that preach. If someone is into ministry now, they're into it for the bag.
Yeah.
It's a career. They're into it for the bag. Rocking 100,000 rand suits, driving nice cars, owning, it's a lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
You just have to get your followers up. Actually, I won't even mention names. There's a dude of mine, he's a photographer, So what he does is he's taking content for this other pastor, So the pastor is trying to get influential on social media and all that stuff. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you see where it's going.
It's a digital game.
Exactly. So if you have numbers in that world, you're gone. Because pastors sell hope, man, and hope is the most bought thing in this world. If you understand what I'm saying.
I get you.
Yeah.
Particularly amongst poor people.
Yeah.
You want to preserve the possibility of a better future all the time. Yeah. You want people to remind you that where you are today is different from where you'll be tomorrow.
Exactly.
All the time.
So they buy that. They give you money, and you are flashing off their money, and you are selling them hope. You're telling them the Lord is going to make a miracle. You're going to get that job. You're what? And someone is just sitting at home, not even looking for a job.
They're selling anointing oil on community radio.
Selling anointing oil. One-on-one sessions. I would hold one-on-one sessions. One-on-one session with Bushiri is 10,000 rand just for him to talk to you. You understand?
Yeah.
And how many people book those sessions? They make a lot of bag. And I saw it was back 2016, 17. There was this other documentary that said Pastor Mboro made over 20 million in just offerings that year.
That's awesome.
So these pastors, they really get to the back. If hip hop doesn't work, I'm going to be a pastor. I'm sorry.
Hallelujah.
And bro, man, I'm tired of hip hop questions. Ask me some. You don't think I'm intellectual? Why are you asking me about hip hop?
Last thing about your album before, because we have to do justice to your fans.
Yeah.
So like,
September.
what's the sound? You said you have features. I don't want you to reveal them, but like, give them an idea of what can they expect there.
Expect there's gonna be some Afro popish vibes. Expect that. There's gonna be hip hop, the turn ups. There's gonna be like some deep lyrical stuff that's gonna make you think. You understand? Yeah. Basically those things. And let me just say I've got a song with the Major Steez boys. Shout out to them, man. The Major Steez boys, what I love about doing a feature with them, I did not. They're at the point they have a song with Casper. You know that Asbonga song with Casper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a song with Casper. They don't really need to work with me. They're already there. Those are the ones of the boys. You see, if someone is loved by the industry, that is really embraced, and I'm not mad at that. I find it very beautiful. Those boys, they are loved by everyone. Nobody has a problem with those boys. You understand? So, and me too, I love them. But for them to reach out to me like, hey, Xhosa, let's do this. And they are the ones pressurizing me, bruh, you need to drop that, you need to drop that, you need to drop that. You understand? I find it very beautiful, bruh. And I want to thank them and shout out to them, and I wish them all the success in their stuff. You understand? So probably after what I'm dropping tomorrow, the next song is gonna be with the Major Steez boys. The one that I'm dropping.
Let's move on then to hip hop.
Yeah.
But somewhat staying there, did you deliberately create SOS and Big Xhosa so that you have the ability to rap in Xhosa on as one character and rap in English as the other? Because there seems to be a clear separation that SOS or Renga is Ngamla, and you dope actually as you rhyme in that, and you also dope doing Xhosa. Did you deliberately create those characters so that you can?
It was not deliberate. I'm not gonna lie to you. Soon as Big Xhosa popped, I was doing music as SOS, but as soon as the Big Xhosa side of me, like the funny side, the comedic side of me popped, I had to find a balance, man. Like, yo, if I come now, my niggas, instead of, I'm Sunwen, people are like, what the fuck is going on? So I had to like, okay, let me just separate these, But I did it because of that song, that Ninyile song. When it took me there, I had to like, okay, let me find the space to also put my music on the side.
Yeah, I think it's tiring. At some point, like, you need to be yourself. Even though Big Xhosa is also you.
Facts.
But there is an element to it that's like, there are things I would rather address as SOS. I think there was a dedication to your cousin or one of the people that died who was close to you. You did a song about them. I just forgot the song. It was an emotional song.
It got taken down from YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
What happened?
I took it down. My it was strike, man. I think the sample the beatmaker used, it was someone's sample, whatever. But that song is about my brother, man. Last year, my brother got killed.
Sorry to hear that.
My older brother. So he was killed. So I dedicated that song to him. But it is what it is. We move on.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
let's relook then your ideas of religion. You obviously then have a fatalistic outlook on it, or a pessimistic outlook. What that means is that awuyijonga awuboni into engathi ibhadlile ezawuphuma kulawe because amajita wonke ayarhareza abefundisi bonke bayarhareza.
Hustlers.
Everyone is a hustler. So your participation, if we are being serious now, if you were to do that now, where you would not, your idea would be to sell them anointing oil and make money from it. Do you think that there's anything good that can come out of your religion?
There is some good things that can come out of religion sometimes. For example, like things like self-respect, things like what is this thing? Having hope, believing that someday it's gonna be okay. Those are the things that come out of your religion, and Besides that, my mentality has been corrupted because I used to be at church a lot. I've seen these things. You understand? I used to be at church a lot. I've seen these things and I've seen how they are done. You understand? So now I'm corrupted into thinking like everything is just about the bag, or it's about convincing people to buy the hope that you're selling. But I'm a very much a believer. I believe in God. But if I were to follow a religion if I were to take a religion and take it seriously, I'd convert to Islam.
Every hip hop personality seemingly does that. Most Def became Yasin Bey and he converted to Islam. A lot of the members of the Wu-Tang Clan, including the Reza, who's the leader, is converted to Islam as well. And a lot of other MCs will still keep their names and convert to Islam. Why Islam?
Because Islam, like, it's that one religion that still sticks to their rules. If you're not supposed to do this, you don't do it. Like,
would you give up bacon?
I would, if I'm really committed.
So if you were to convert to Islam tomorrow, that means you would be expected to have a wife if you want to fornicate. So just keep that in mind, that if you were to become a Muslim, in order for you to fornicate with females consistently, you would have to be married.
I would see about that, but hey, marriage,
there's no seeing about it. Like, the one thing that you like about it are the restrictions, and I'm telling you that one of the restrictions would be that. What would be your name if you were a Muslim? Mahmoud, Muhammad, Rafiq, Ali, Abdul Razak, Abdul Rahman.
Just give me the regular name, Muhammad. Muhammad, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically it. I would convert to Islam. Yeah.
uThixo ngumuntu omnyama.
In my beliefs? Damn. uThixo ngumuntu omnyama.
Is God a black entity? Whether it's a male, female, it, or whatever God is God a black entity in the way that
the way
that they have been introduced to you, or the way that you envision them?
The way they introduced to me, it's a white person.
Yep.
When I was growing up, seeing pictures of Jesus on the wall, it's a white and yeah. But the way I envision them, I just see this is my picture of God. I see a throne, and I see someone. You see the color of clouds? Yeah,
white.
I see someone being made of that, not skin. I'm talking the color of clouds. I'm not saying a white skinned or like. See how the clouds look? That's what I envision in my mind.
So it's an entity without flesh, who doesn't have fingers.
Yeah, like I would.
Who does not have genitalia.
I would feel it's that way. Yeah, and
you believe that they have oversight over 8 billion people on Earth? Like they are aware of what is happening with the 8 billion people that are on planet Earth and other planets?
I'm going to break this down. I'm going to say this. There's a scripture in the Bible that says his invisible attributes have been clearly seen from what has been made. So which means these things that I hear, they did not just get here by themselves. You understand?
Well, I bought this from Mr. Price. Like
someone made it.
Yeah, that's what, no. I'm just making it very clear that I bought all of this. This I bought for 8,000 rands.
Yeah.
So someone literally crafted it.
You understand?
Like at the level of that interaction.
Yeah.
For this microphone, I had to have 8,900 for this one microphone for that transaction to take place, and someone crafted it.
So I believe the rest of the other details. I believe there's surely someone there. I truly believe there's someone there, because it doesn't explain, bro. Like, look at the cycle of life. You get born the way you are born. Like it's just not normal, bro. Like something can grow in someone's tummy, and then it gets out in a way that it gets out, unless someone would have made that to happen that way. There's someone who made it to happen that way. I don't think we just popped up out of nowhere and we grew arms and we knew how to speak. If there's no one that is in charge, there should be someone that is. Even the robots, the cars that are here today, they operate because there's someone that is in charge that made them to operate that way.
Yeah, at that level of that interaction with the traffic lights, we can empirically say that there was someone who created it.
Exactly.
Someone created the lights, and they are getting paid for creating those lights, and they are educated to create that system. So at that level, there's someone who created that. I'm just saying to you, like, all of these things that you are pointing out, someone created them. But then the giving birth thing is a more like, it's an operating system that human beings have and animals have too.
But where does it come from?
That's a more curious one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's it's a more curious spiritual question of that we will never even answer actually.
Yeah.
We will never ever
Religion is very deep, man. It's too deep, like in a way of like some of the things when you look at them, they seem like impossible, bro. Like how do you listen to everyone's prayer and there's 8 billion people and you're one? You know everything that these people are thinking, you know? Some of the things I don't have an answer for them, but I believe there's something out there.
And it's a single entity. You think that it's one being, whether it's human or what, it's like it's one entity that's taking, or it's supervising everything that's happening in this planet.
The way it's broken down to me in the way my understanding of religion, I don't think it's I don't believe it's one entity. But I feel even if it's not one entity, I believe there's a boss somewhere, and then there's a people that are working for the boss, reaching out to the other people.
It's an elaborate mafia gang with
Exactly.
a couple, multiple couples, which are captains, and then the boss at the top.
And that's what I see it as.
So the world is run by a mafia, a nigga who employs a bunch of other niggas to look at different continents.
I would say it that way. I would say it that way.
Utema's stating in you, so I'm throwing you deep into religion.
Yeah, that was too deep.
You said you wanted something else, but you handled
you can drive back to hip hop if you want to, or anything. But I was just saying,
we're about to wrap up. Anyways, close to 2 hours, and I appreciate you coming through. I saw Gigi Lamayne podding, doing podcasting.
Oh, yeah.
When would you do anything outside of music? We spoke about the church thing. Maybe if they invited you to do Uzalo or some shit like that,
I love
Scandal, would you do shit like that?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you should hire me. I'm talented in everything. Please do hire me, man. Yeah, I would, bruh.
But where would you place yourself? Where? Like which show that you've seen on TV that you're like, yo, I like this one. I would want to be part of this shit. This creative
Gomorrah.
Yeah.
I would love to be there.
I've never seen an episode of Gomorrah. What do they do there?
They're fire, man. I don't really watch it that much.
You want to place yourself in a point where you fuck Katlecho Danke as a character?
No!
Tembisete is there, no?
Yo, man. Of course, Tembisete is there. Hey, Tembisete. Hit me out, baby. Damn, man. She's pretty, bro. For her age, she's too hot for her age.
Absolutely. I mean, people were crazy about her in 1996 as a member of Boom Shaka. How many years later now? 29 years later or 27 years later, she's still popping.
Damn, bro. She's beautiful.
It's crazy.
She's very, very
Mama,
she can't be. She's beautiful,
she's
man.
Old enough to be your mother, bro. She's old enough to be your mother. Would you be on Idols? Speaking about Tembisiete, would you be a guest judge on Idols too? Like, are you musically inclined? Like, would you judge people who are singing with their voices, or?
Nah, I don't really think I'm qualified to do that. If I can't sing, then what the fuck do I know about singing voices if I can't sing? And maybe you might have gone to study music and you can't sing, but damn, like, have a certain background, man.
You think Somizi can sing?
I've never heard Somizi singing. I don't know.
He sings in his songs.
He's got songs.
You see, I was about to say it's debatable whether or not he's a supreme vocalist. Even Unati sings in her songs, but it's debatable whether or not they are supreme vocalists.
But what I can say is Idols is Somizi, basically. Without Somizi, Idols would terribly flop.
No, man.
I'm telling you the truth. Like,
I don't watch Idols, but
this is the truth.
Weren't they there before him though? Like, wasn't there a build up to?
They were there, but I don't know the ratings and how they.
There's always been a buzz with Idols,
Somizi. Somizi is very entertaining. That's why there's scandals that are coming out about him, this and that, and they don't really remove him from the show. Why? It's because Somizi is Idols. Me, when I log in, when I go to watch Idols, I want to see Somizi. I'm telling you.
You have a crush on Somizi?
He's beautiful, man. Somizi, hit me up, man. Somizi is so beautiful, man. I'm telling you. But for real, like, it's very entertaining.
Umdala Somizi go.
It doesn't matter, Somizi. I'll be your next Mohala, man. Do whatever you want to do with me, man. I'm playing.
We would kandalaza. I would call a meeting with all the Jans to say, let's take our kids there. Because there's like a 30-year age gap. Somizi is 50. There's a 30-year age gap.
Shit.
There was this thing on Facebook that was circulating.
Yeah.
For 20 million, would you fuck Somizi? And I was like, it's perverse if this comes from a straight male. Like, why would you think that? I wouldn't even think that. I want 20 million, but it's not the way that I would acquire 20 million. For 20 million, would you fuck Somizi?
I'm getting inside Somizi for 20 million. I'm not going to lie. 20 M's. 20 M's Somizi. Let's get it on. I'm not playing. Yeah, man. For 20 M, yeah. I'll do it.
Also, people will disown you.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I got 20 million in the bank. Why would I care? Why would I care about being disowned?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming through, bro.
Appreciate it.
Any last words, perhaps, as we wrap up? There's no time limitation in what we are doing, but I think I've exhausted everything I wanted to ask you. But if you have anything else that you want to touch on that we can discuss for the next 5 minutes, it's cool. Or we can close. Doesn't matter.
Nah, it's fine.
Answer for sure.
I
was saying that to advocate, therefore I'm like, yo, this is not SABC one. So we can talk shit.
Yeah.
And we spoke shit, bro.
Yeah. But I just want to say to all the people that support me, I really appreciate it, man. To all the artists that show me love, even behind the scenes, or some artists that don't want to be seen that they're showing me love, I appreciate them, man. And yeah. Beautiful things are on the way. Beautiful things are coming. I'm still going to be the hottest artist in the country, and that's not really the goal. But yeah, this shit is going up. It does not end yet. This shit is going up. Remember this interview. We're going up, you understand? And that's my mentality where I'm at right now, just giving you guys content, and I appreciate you. Stand with me. To anybody that does not really fuck with me because of what I might have said, or it's all good, it's all love, I love you. Or if you're out there, you know, there's this perception about me that I'm a fucked up person or anything, you know. But just come have a conversation with me, man. How the fuck you gonna judge me off what you see in the internet if you've never seen me in real life? Especially, you know, I've got 2 different characters.
Yeah.
You understand? So you can see there's a level of like, yeah, this person thinks, you know, I'm not a clown. I'm certainly not a clown. Whatever I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. You understand? I'm definitely not a clown. And yeah. I know Nota is your nigga, but I just want to say this. Fuck you for calling me a clown, Nota. That shit doesn't sit well with me. I'm not a clown. Especially Nota, you see, if you are ready, my boy. Boxing match between me and you. But yeah, I fuck with Nota, man. I feel like Nota presses the right buttons. He knows what's going to make people talking. And me and him, more like the same people, man. That's why I like him. I can never really be mad at Nota. I know what he's doing. I know what path is he on. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the naysayers out there. I know a lot of people are really expecting me to fail. Like.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of people that expect me to fail. It's a lot. And I just want to say, you're going to keep hoping. Just let it go. Give me love instead of hate, you know? Because you're going to keep hoping. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here for a very, very long time. I'm going to be here for a very, very long time. You understand?
You're falling off, nigga.
I'll never fall off. I'll never fall off. Yeah, there might be some humps in the road. But we'll never fall off. We will never. How the fuck can you say I'm falling off? How can someone say I'm falling off? I don't even have an album out, bro. I haven't even put out real music. I've just been playing this whole time. And you're saying I'm falling off. God is good. God is watching. And I feel like I'm God's messenger. I feel like I'm the mess. I understand why they don't love me in hip hop, because I'm a messenger. And I'm not even gonna get to it since we're wrapping up, but it's fine.
Amanda, of all the names you could have said, why do you say Amanda Uyayithanda indoda. Uyayithanda indoda. You could have said any other name, Sisipo, or even Khawkhelo. Uyayithanda indoda.
Amanda is a popular name, so a lot of people are named Amanda. So it's like, it is what it is.
So Amanda is not an ex you have a grudge on.
No. I don't have grudges on any exes.
How many exes do you have?
People that I've seriously dated.
Well, I mean, you are implying that there are categories.
There are categories.
So how many exes do you have on multiple categories?
People that I fell in love with. Hey, there's this girl that broke my heart. Ebona when she broke my heart, bro. I'm not even gonna say your name. You broke my heart. You know yourself. She really broke my heart, that girl. She's in PE now. Let me give you a direction. She stays in PE. We met in Cape Town. But yeah, I've got 3 exes that I fell in love with. And then the rest I.
No kids.
I don't have no kids.
You don't want kids in future?
I do want kids.
Advice is disgusting, but if I can throw something out there, don't have them before 30. I got mine when I was 22. She's turning 10 at the end of this week. Don't have them before 30. You're on the right track, bro. You can go to Brazil. You can go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. Shit. I really can't go anywhere, even if I have multiple millions. Like, I always have to think, shit, it's the middle of the school year or whatever the fuck. So, whatever the fuck you do.
Yeah,
maybe after 30 you can think about that.
It's all good. We'll see.
Yeah. You have a grudge on all your exes, or
no?
Some of them, it's all good. It's all love.
It's all good. She just broke my heart. She broke my heart. It is what it is. Everyone's heart gets broken at some point. I'm sure Nalapa calling by Nyisa. It is what it is. She Nyisa'd me and they Nyisa'd her. It is what it is.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much for joining us. Sir.
It's all good.
Boom. Thank you very much for watching.
Nkululeko on Cultr.